All right, it's late November '65, and basically starting off here in Virginia, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hopefully take Norfolk um, this term. We're sending our cavalry regiments, a couple other regiments, and then this half division as well. I don't really know what to do with our forces in Virginia. When at least this time we can't really do anything because we don't have any rail capacity. We're using it all so we can move on to Savannah, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. I feel like probably the weakest point is up here in Louisa. So I have our forces basically just kind of like walking or marching over one region. Down here at Petersburg, this is controlled by, well, three different forces will march to the sound of guns. So that's pretty, or two actually. Well, it's pretty substantial. And so our main theater, I think, is really kind of down here in the Charleston, South Carolina, Georgia region. So the general plan is we're going to have Whipple's Corps, French's Corps, Newton's Corps, and then an additional 3 corps, Hamilton's, Foster's, and Shanks' Corps, all hopefully arrive in Savannah around day 11. Should be enough time to get there and start a battle. Wallace's Corps stays here to continue the siege. We're also going to have Buell's 2 divisions move forward back into Columbia, and Kearny's Corps will be able to rail down and arrive just to the northwest of Savannah. So I feel like we have a pretty good chance of taking Savannah this turn. Now, what's going to be interesting to see what happens out here with Grant. We have plenty of supply, so that's actually not an issue. We have enough for, really 4 more battles, and more than enough supply to take us through January. But he's now basically alone over here in the sense that no other forces can support him. So it'll be interesting to see if they decide to attack or not. So Polk's forces took a pretty heavy beating, as you can see there. Beauregard's forces not so much. Now there are some additional forces over here, so it could be an all-in attack. Unfortunately, we don't really have control of the rail here, and since it's muddy, these 2 divisions are not of much use. In addition, it's muddy up here to get out of Chattanooga, so we aren't really able to arrive. But Dix's Corps and Wilder's force here are moving forward down the Chattanooga-Atlanta line. The big sort of unknown, in addition to D.H. Hill being here, is excuse me, Forrest. Forrest has a large force here to see what they're going to do. Let's see. So what I am going to do though is have our ironclad here, and we will have them going up the river on attack. I'm not really sure where the Confederate Navy has gone. Possibly here in Macon, although we do have detection there, and I don't see anything. Anyways, so quite a bit of unknowns here. It'll be interesting to see what happens. All right, that's about it. Let's run the turn and see what happens. Okay, so let's kind of like zoom in here on the battles. I'm going to take you through all of them here. So we started off here kind of over in Georgia as they destroyed the forts, and you can see that we now have 2 divisions here in Howard's Corps, and then 3 following. We do, of course, control Chattanooga. There was no battle here with Grant. And unfortunately, there's a storm this turn, so not a great time to have a battle. Here's Polk's force. So Grant's forces have recovered quite a bit, although definitely not completely. We then did win in Norfolk. There's another battle later on when we actually took the town. So you can see we got 1 from an objective city. So here's what happened out in Savanah. You can see that Johnson's force is still there. Of course, they have the fort artillery, so they're basically slowly retreating. In addition, the town is under siege with the militia units, so we should be able to take that next turn. The good news is we have Kearny's corps here and French's corps, so hopefully we can target Johnson and bring them in battle and try to defeat them. Holmes has joined here in Augusta with Forrest with a couple of divisions over here. There was a battle. Oh, actually, let's just go ahead and go to it. Okay, so we defeated a regiment there in Branchville, and then we did take Norfolk. Yeah, oh, here it is. Yeah, so in Dorchester, Forrest had 2 divisions, and Kearny defeated him. Basically, same casualties, kind of as he was railing through. Those were the main battles. Now there is some interesting movement. Basically, they've left Petersburg, and we've moved on down here. Unfortunately, it's muddy everywhere, which makes it difficult. But basically, Johnson is over here. Smith's corps is here, and then there's one division down here. In addition, a couple of regiments came out to take back the railroad and Williamsburg. Yeah, so I'll have to kind of think about what to do in Virginia. We only have, I believe, 2 more turns left. So, although possibly 1. In fact, we should probably double check that. But we have either only 1 or 2 more turns left. So, not a lot. Far out west, we are. Excuse me. Here is Van Dorn's force, and here is our forces. So we could basically join forces and yeah, it may not make sense to do that. Oops. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we could. So if we join forces, we can try to defeat Van Dorn. There's just 1 division here. We're really not going to be able to do anything with that. So we don't have the forces over there. Yeah, I think those are pretty much all the highlights. So next turn, I think we need to try to go ahead and defeat Johnson's force, and consider what to do with Forrest here. Meanwhile, the siege does continue. But wow, look at that. Launch race power 40, 45, 86. So very, very, very large force. We did take, of course, Columbia and Camden this turn, although we lost Florence. So let's have a quick look at where things are standing. So we're at 84, they're at 12. Their morale is better, and we're up by about 2,000 victory points. What I want to do is see, yes, we have 2 turns remaining, so not a whole lot of time left. Alright, that's about it. I'll see you next time.